everyone, and welcome back to Akshatas recipes. Thanks for stopping by. Well, today's recipe is a very traditional Goan Christmas sweet or kuswar, which is called milk cream. It's made with just 4 ingredients. It's completely veg and it gets ready too very quickly. So I hope you enjoy this recipe and I hope you try it out, and do let me know in the comments box below how your milk cream turned out. Don't forget to give this video a big like and do hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. And once you have subscribed, click on the little golden bell so every time I upload a new video, you'll get a message for the same. Go and check out Akshatas recipes. I have more than 200 recipes and I have a load of Christmas recipes too, and I will be coming up with many more recipes and vlogs. So do stay tuned to Akshatas recipes. So let's get started with this very traditional milk cream. So friends, we're going to take about 100 grams of cashew nuts, measure them out, then you're going to grind them in a mixer pot. And again you're going to sift them or sieve them, and once you've sieved them, again measure to see that it's exactly 100 grams. Now we're going to take an equal quantity of sifted icing sugar, which is 100 grams. We're going to be using 1 liter of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Now in a pan, first we're going to boil our milk. So on a low to medium flame, let the milk warm up and come to a soft boil. You can stir it. And once it comes to a boil, we're going to start adding our ingredients. We're going to first start by adding the icing sugar, which is 100 grams, and please do sift it, otherwise you're going to have a very lumpy mixture. Once it is in, just stir it so that it dissolves completely. Now we're going to add our cashew nut sifted powder. This is also very important if you want a nice smooth dough to work with. Stir well. This recipe calls for a lot of stirring, so you can do it yourself, you can take the help of your family. We're going to now add the 2 tablespoons of our melted butter. It does help that you use melted butter. It's easier that way, everything blends well together. And now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And now the stirring begins. We've got to stir on a low to medium flame. You can control the flame, but don't stop stirring. So just put a timer on your watch or your phone. It took me exactly 20 minutes to get the consistency that I require. Use a wooden spoon or a silicone spatula, preferably with a long handle, because this mixture does get hot. Do keep a kitchen cloth handy because it does splutter here and there. Do mind your hands because this hot mixture does splutter all over the place. So be careful. It's very hot and it does sting. That's why I use a heavy bottomed pan, which is preferably non-stick, because that way it's easier, because all of the mixture once it's done comes out easily. So this does take a long time. Actually, it doesn't take a long time, but it does take continuous stirring. So you can listen to your favorite music while you're doing this, listen to a podcast, watch something on your phone or TV, or just talk to somebody. But this stirring is very important. But like they say, no gains with no pain. So if you really want some good Christmas milk cream, you've got to stir. Well, this recipe is such a favorite at my place that I have to make it more than once because it gets over very, very fast. In fact, last year I had uploaded a recipe, but this time I said I'm going to upload it because the quality of my camera wasn't that good in the last recipe. So that's why I'm uploading a recent one. So like I said, last year I had made milk cream twice during Christmas, and again it was requested for New Year, so I made it last year again. So thrice last year. This is my first time this year for Christmas, so let's see how many times I'll be making it. But this is really an awesome Christmas recipe, and it's made with just 4 to 5 ingredients, and it's so easy, and the end result is just amazing. Now I am using a silicone mold. You do get the traditional thick rubber mold. Okay, what I did here is, as my mixture starts thickening and all coming together and becoming a kind of a wax-like consistency, I've just taken about a teaspoon of it and kept it aside to cool down completely, because once that cools down completely, and if I'm able to roll it into a smooth ball, that shows me that my mixture is all set. So like I was saying about the mold, you get this traditional thick shell mold which milk cream is traditionally made in. You can use that, you can use any mold. I like the silicone mold because it's really very easy to work with. So, and if you don't have a mold, you can just, you know, flatten it up on the back side of a plate and just cut it up into little squares. So now you can see the advantage of using my non-stick heavy bottom pan. It's completely clean. And now I've just transferred the entire mixture to cool down. It has to cool down, so keep it under a fan or whatever for 15 to 20 minutes. It has to be very, very cool so that you can work with it, otherwise you're going to just sting your fingers. So now we're just going to make little balls of the mixture and put it into the mold. Pat it down, that's very important. And then because of the silicone mold, it works so easy. You just flip it and just, you know, all of them come out so easily in less than 2 seconds. So by using the measurements that I've given you, that is 1 liter milk, 100 grams of sifted cashew nut flour, 100 grams of icing sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter, I got exactly 52 pieces of the milk cream. So according to your requirement, you can even double it if you want more, or stick to this measurement if you want around this much. And this has a good shelf life. If you store it in a nice airtight jar, it does remain for about 2 to 3 weeks. But believe me, it just doesn't remain because everyone wants to eat it. It's so delicious. And since they're little bit-sized ones, you know, people don't mind eating it even if they're on a diet. Just 1 or 2, I think, doesn't really do any harm. So guys, this is the traditional milk cream, and it's one of my highest ranking videos on my channel. That is the old video, this is the new video. So I hope you do like this recipe, and if you do, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by hitting the red subscribe button that you see below this video. Once you have subscribed, please click on the bell icon, so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first one to see it. And do share my videos with family and friends, and do visit my channel. I've got a load of recipes. So I'll catch you in my next video. Take care guys, bye.